Some cross-country ski lessons and tips. I've been skiing for over 35 years, cross-country skiing. I've done some downhill as well, but I'm a cross-country fan. I like to go right out the back door of my house, right out into the woods. I don't go on groomed trails. I just typically, sometimes I go on snowmobile trails, but mostly I make my own with snowshoes. So anyway, first thing I wanted to point out today was you want to bring a little pad with you like this that you can strap around your waist, or if you have a backpack like I have on, then you can sit on that, because let's face it, you go out here cross-country skiing, you get a little tired. You want to be able to sit down, but you can't sit down on the snow. I mean, it's just plain, it doesn't work. So what you want to do is have something you can sit on. So if you're traveling real light, then you just want to carry this, and I usually carry a little water bottle with me. You can eat snow, but I prefer to drink water. Bindings that have the toes that strap in, if I can show you here, like that, and they clip right into this binding like that, and they snap in and off. In fact, that little red button releases it, and this is where they go in, right there. And on the bottom of the skis is some grooves set up with the bindings, so that when I'm going downhill, I can lock in the back of the rear of the shoe, which allows me to pivot the ski going downhill. Okay, so we'll get started. What we want to do is we use our poles for balance, and we slide. So skiing is sliding, not walking. We're using the ski to slide on top of the surface of the snow. And we just have some new powder to work with here. And the new skis have fish scales around the binding areas that allow for going uphill. And there's some techniques for going uphill as well, as I'm going to show you. So also, when we're going forward, we're actually lifting our heel, letting our heel lag back, so we're going up on our toes and sliding the skis. You'll find what works for you the best, and you maintain your best balance. There's no set cardinal rule, quote unquote, but once you find your own rhythm and you get your balance, then you'll get a rhythm going, and then it'll just come natural to you. So it's just a slide, we're not walking, and that's what's nice about it, because it takes very little energy to move these skis, whereas snowshoeing takes much more. Like pedal tracks going up here. So we're sliding and using our poles, kind of for balance. And then when we're going downhill, we put our weight back on our heels, and then we can control the ski much like an alpine ski, so that we can steer the ski in the direction we want to go when we're going downhill. Going down, I have the wind at my back. Makes it a little easier. But I'm breaking trail too, so I'm going to go down again and back. And as the trail gets broken in, I'll be able to glide even faster with less effort. By the way, turning around in skis is easy. want to do here is take your, whatever way you're going, take your ski, just go sideways. Keep back your ski to a center point. Some of this you're making circles. That's how you move back and forth with the ski. You want to turn around and change direction. If you're moving, you can change direction by just pointing the skis as you move your foot. So this is a good technique for turning as well. Also, going up hills, it's a side-to-side technique. Keeping the back of your ski uphill just slightly, and you go one over the other as you're going up the hill. Like I showed you a little earlier, and that's how you traverse a hill, and vice versa. So you can't go straight up a hill. You have to traverse it, little steps at a time, keeping the heel of the ski, back of the ski, up towards the hill, and you don't want to be pointing down because you'll start to slide off the hill. So a little bit better that time. Now, sometimes you get in a situation where you just got to take those skis off, especially if you're a beginner. So what you want to do here is these come off very easily. Some of my equipment here is gaiters, which you see I'm wearing, keeps snow out of my boots. And what I do is press down on this, on the binding, and I'm out. Notice how far I sink when I'm out in the ski. Get back in, I want to make sure the front of this boot is clean. Not too much snow built up. And I just press in. Now when I'm going downhill, I want to put my weight on my heels. That way they'll lock in. So I can keep my heel down. I can direct the ski in any direction I want. Especially the more packed it is, the easier it is to do that. And I can control with my poles in the direction. Almost like it's just very similar to alpine skiing. The scales built in, so when you go uphill, you can't slide back. But on a colder day, you'd have to use, you have to traverse it by going up a little bit at a time. And so instead of going straight up the hill, it would take 3, maybe 5 times as much of the same distance to traverse it in cold weather or real powder, because it would be nothing to grip. The snow would give way. So it just depends on snow conditions what your skiing is going to be like. If you're a beginner, the best bet is to have a warm day above freezing. The snow tends to get a little sticky, and it helps you when you're climbing hills. Sometimes it can be a little fast going down the hills, but it really helps you to have more control when it's above freezing. And basically breaking new trail in the snow is a good way to learn when you're first starting out. That way there you have a tendency to lose your balance and slip, because as the trail gets packed and it does get slick on top, a little bit of water if you want to say, then it gets really fast, especially if you're going downhill. Hill climbing techniques. This is a nice spot so that you can follow along, and these different techniques for hill climbing. Now, one of the methods for hill climbing is called the herringbone, And I'll show you that. Herringbone is when you angle the skis out probably 45 degrees or so, and keep your poles behind you, and you just step up the hill, and one over the other. That's the herringbone method. There's the pattern, looks like a herringbone. Now to ski down, I put my weight back on my heels, and I can ski down. Side step is what I call it. I'm going to go up this hill, keeping my skis parallel to the hill as I go forward. As you see, do this. If all else fails, you can always take the herringbone is the first one I showed you. That's where you kind of angle your skis out. It gives you that herringbone pattern. And then you have the, what I call the side step. And you'll traverse the hill at an angle. Instead of trying to go straight up it, you'll take a little bit of it at a time. So you go to from the bottom to the top. And then skiing down, again I put my weight on my heels of the skis, and of course if it was broken in or it was just more of a groomed trail, I would slide down that hill and I would have my, you could see my skis, controlling my skis by locking down into the bindings. But that's two basic ways of going up. Like I said, all else fails, take the skis off, climb the hills if you're scared or it's too slick or it's icy. There's no sense of getting injured for nothing. Thanks for watching this video. And again, I'll give you there'll be more tips as time goes on different subjects at doityourselftips.info. Again, it's doityourselftips.info. I'll see you in my next video.